Well, Ashley Madison, Sex Lies and Scandals is the Netflix miniseries covering one of the most dramatic data hacks of all time. The show traces the fallout after details were leaked of millions of members who were seeking affairs through the controversial website.
We've all heard of that naughty website, Ashley Madison.
Ashley Madison.
Ashley Madison's
Las fantasías sexuales de los participantes.
AshleyMadison.com.
A dating website that caters to people looking for extramarital affairs.
Now, at the centre of the documentary are American couple Sam and Nia Rader, whose picture-perfect family turned out to be not so perfect after all.
I remember seeing an advertisement, life is short, have an affair. I was like, that sounds intriguing.
Well, the series follows their story from the lowest point of their lives to how they overcame what many marriages cannot.
OK, Sam and Nia join us live now from their home in Dallas, Texas. Welcome to the show, guys. Lovely to see you.
Hi, thank you.
Hi.
Hey, Sam, you and Nia, as we understand, were hopelessly in love from the get-go. What changed for you to sign up to a website like Ashley Madison?
Gosh, it was a slow fade for sure. It was a series of bad decisions, of falling for the lies that the culture fed me, and I take full responsibility. But I think I can't pinpoint one thing that caused me to sign up.
Sure. So you were on this website, and then came news that this website had been hacked. And Sam, your name was part of that hack. How did you tell Nia? Did you have to fess up and go, you're about to hear something and you're not going to like what you hear?
Yeah, that's exactly how it went. Did you read the book?
Well, for our viewers, so they know the story.
Yeah, so I just went up to Nia and said, babe, I got to tell you something. I downplayed it as much as possible to the bare minimum just to kind of save myself in that moment. I was in utter panic. We were at an airport about to take off to Seattle for an event. And yeah, I just had to tell her. I was forced to tell her that small thing that I did behind her back. I'm sorry, not small thing. Small compared to some of the other confessions I had to make to her later.
Yeah. Hey, Nia, take us through that moment from your perspective.
Oh, I was just so angry and so embarrassed. And even though now I'm glad that he used his real information, because, all of this has come to light and we're living in such a better marriage than we were before, I was still embarrassed at first. Like, how could you put your real name in there? So many questions. I didn't even want to look at him. It was a lot.
Sam, if the hack had never happened, do you think you would have kept the infidelity a secret?
That was the plan. I mean, until it came out, I think it was just, I think either way, God was going to reveal it. I mean, it's clear that he'll bring the darkness to the light one way or another. He exposed that one thing and set me on the path to start exposing other things that I had done in my past, to bring it all to the light so our marriage can start fresh and I can stop living in secret. But I think it still would have happened.
OK. Nia, you've been so vulnerable and open with your story. What's the reaction to the documentary been? What have people been saying to you?
I think it's been a 50-50 response. Some people are very supportive and cheering us on, so proud of us. And then there's another half of them that are just cannot understand it. They really just can't wrap their minds around the idea that somebody would forgive something like what he did.
Yeah, and why you're still together even, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What made you want to take part in the documentary? Was it a case of when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade? Because I imagine having to retell the story, it can be quite traumatic. What is it that made you want to be part of the doco?
I kind of knew, actually, this moment was going to happen. For 9 years, but I had been waiting for the right moment to come out publicly and confess the lies I had publicly told our audience. When the Ashley Madison breach occurred, I'd lied to my audience and said Nia had already known about it, that's all there was. I had never had an affair. And so I knew there was going to be a point in my life where I had to step in front of the public and confess those lies. And Netflix gave us that opportunity, and that was a big part of it. And to share a story to help other marriages, hopefully.
Yeah, and for me, I mean, just if all the pain and trauma and all the things that I went through, if sharing that once I'm on the other side of healing could help another marriage or even another woman who's struggling with what to do and how to move forward, then it felt worth it to me.
Yeah, and Nia, how do you think that will happen? Like, there are plenty of women and men around the world, around watching our show right now, who are in this kind of situation. What do you think they need to learn to take away from your story?
I mean, just that there's hope. I think for someone who's been unfaithful, your spouse is a lot stronger than you might think they are. I think they can handle the truth. And yeah, I mean, we go into detail in our book. There's so much more to our story, like so many things that happened before, during, and after the Ashley Madison breach. And I just think the whole story is kind of a picture of, you know, how to go from brokenness to healing, and it's possible.
And I think one of the biggest things is to not do it alone. For me, that's paramount.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, it's a fascinating story. We really thank you both for your time. The documentary is going gangbusters on Netflix, that's for sure. Thanks for your time, both Sam and Nia.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, Sam and Nia's memoir, Live in Truth, I beg your pardon, is available now, and details are on our website.